And we're back. Hi, my name's Charles, and I'm replaying the story of Honkai Star Rail. And we're currently in a bit of the story I'd completely forgotten existed, because it's the very last Trailblaze Continuance mission before Penacony. So I kind of remembered the whole Ruan Mei thing, but then I forgot there's this whole thing afterwards where Herta mysteriously vanishes and strange things are happening on Herta Space Station, and we have to track down what is happening by dredging through our seemingly incomplete memories to find clues. And last mission we were kind of following a trail where Asta told us to look for some researcher, and we had to go and ask Arlen some stuff, and we're just kind of piecing together some details, and I can see why I don't remember that the mission existed, because I can't remember the details from like 2 days ago when I recorded the previous episode, but we shall continue on and see how much of those details I pick up. So let us jump back into the mission.
The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is.
So I think to find that out, I need to jump into this memory.
The person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is.
You just said that. Explore the related memory, Herta's assignment.
Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
We're in this weird sepia-toned memory verse.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body.
Yeah, we got that. It's a blank.
Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
A what?
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Are we forgetting because something's tampered with our memory, or are we forgetting
Good work. I need
just
to go out for a bit.
because we're weird and stupid?
Someone to help you.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
So I've had this conversation before.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all good. Here's the account you asked for. It's legit and secure, allowing you to connect straight to the intranet.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
Oh, you flatter me. I'm just a peddler doing a little business on the side. Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget your humble friend, okay?
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
That's a weird way to deliver that line. Okay.
Here too. My memories are just a jumbled mess of words. Did my memory piece together irrelevant information?
Let's restore the muddled memory.
Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
So now we go back here. So we're sort of jumping between the 3 memory points, which is Herta and Asta and Arlen, and piecing things together. So yes, Emily was here talking to Esther, and Emily is an insight researcher.
Say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady. I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight.
See, I picked that up last time we had this conversation.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Oh, so that line just suddenly jumped into this conversation.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful. It's about time we had some new recruits.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cienjo Alliance has life forms like that.
Just gonna check something. So... okay, so just... I see... okay.
Don't give me.
I was wondering if it was like an exact copy of the previous conversation, just with Emily's lines mixed in, but I think they're different. I'd have to check.
The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too.
So I have new clues. Arlen was secretly investigating something, so after saving Adler, I tried to get to the bottom of it, but he seemed to be hiding something. I guess this has something to do with the missing researchers that Asta mentioned before. Okay, so we know it's Emily from the Department of Insight. Okay, so go and...
Species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler.
so we'll go back to Arlen's investigation and talk to Adler. Let's talk to Arlen first, because he's closer.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
About blank?
I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
Using cognition chasm might help you restore hazy memories. So I think this is the one I got most recently, isn't it? Oh, okay, but this is the one I got from Emily, so go try that one.
I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
About the researchers' disappearances?
I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure?
Have you found anything?
I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this.
Ah, so it's just spontaneous human combustion. They're all dead. Okay.
The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
See, that ruined my joke, because you just repeated my joke and made it serious. How dare you? That means every so we have a new cognition chasm saying it's spontaneous human combustion.
Department of Ecology head?
Indeed, she said it might be a wabba-boo.
She's not wrong.
I heard something like that also exists in the blank. You recall more missing memories.
She's not wrong. Ah, that's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy life form. Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying.
No.
Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That's most likely the truth.
Aha, so we know
My initial conversation with Herta, just in case.
it's a heliobus.
I need to go over it from the start. Starting with the conversation I had with Herta.
So we go back and we piece it together from Herta's conversation.
In case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of...
It's a heliobus.
If only there were some hints.
So we know It's a Helioboo. You recall more missing memories.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it. That's
Energy life form?
I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
So Herta assigned me to find a certain lost curio, which is a certain kind of energy life form related to the Genius Society. Hinkle is troubled by the confidence crisis within the space station. It's a heliobus. There are researchers disappearing, energy life forms, spontaneous human combustion. It's all getting a bit messy. Back to the present. You explain things to Ratio.
For recounting that interminable tale, you must be exhausted. My ears certainly are.
I've always pronounced that interminable, and I suspect I'm right.
So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Why are you standing up there, and I'm down here? I mean, Asta can. I mean, she knew I was doing it.
A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay hardly counts as compelling evidence, now does it?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate his story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief.
Again, a stupid person's idea of what a smart person is like.
It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If he is truly innocent, he can clear his name with answers.
Uh-oh.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
That is correct.
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Also correct.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound.
Your mum seems logically sound.
Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
I remember now.
That's enough pretend, however. She decided to hold her tongue until now? So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management, ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion.
Okay, so I got the right clue, I just did it one piece of speech too early.
Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion, and cause great internal strife.
See, I'm not really... This is not my favorite game mode.
So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department. Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
I remember now.
That's enough pretending. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware.
Correction, there may be a...
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, clearly, though. It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being...
See, this is why it's annoying. Because this time I thought, oh, I'd better wait until he's actually finished making his point to do this.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
Oops, gotta check my phone. She's here, she's here, she's here. So Rich is whoever was meeting when we saw the memory in Herta's thing, and we thought it was Emily because, yeah, that got mixed up. Ooh, the big shot. Blue. It's Duke Inferno.
Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds.
The wounds.
Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
LOL. OMG! Ah, so this is why I forgot this entire thing. Because it's the Annihilation Gang who were rendered entirely irrelevant. Like, immediately in Penacony. And so it's like everything to do with them is just kind of been memory hold. And no, I've done the final Penacony thing that just got added, and I have issues with that I might get into later.
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase.
Did he then give you a banana?
The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
All this lore just thrown out the window.
Japella Brotherhood. I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters' wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
Go Kafka.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence?
I'm thinking back to that animated short about Kafka being on trial, and they showed all the flashbacks to these things, which was pretty cool.
Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that, that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me.
Come with me if you want to live. Just me?
You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
Yes, Mom. Okay, come with me, Dr. Ratio. Did I build Ratio? Oh, shiz. Oh, I guess it ran away quickly. I thought that was a, I thought I was just, like, avoiding a, what's it called? I thought I was just avoiding just one of those bugs that was hiding. I didn't realize that it was a treasure puppy. Pig. Whatever. Anyway, I've got to go to the master control zone and I can't be bothered taking the lift, so let's teleport.
It's still early. Where to now?
Peppy must know something.
Not good. This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
Yeah, you'd think people just randomly catching on fire was already quite serious.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
I do like Spacewalk. It's a great theme. But enough of that.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. That depends on your friend.
Oh, it's... Sorry, I heard Peppy and I thought I was talking to Peppy, but now I'm talking to Pamela. Okay. Have I been taking creep shots of Himiko just to hand off to Pamela? Okay, I will send you the missing researcher list. Help me find the connection between these people. I've got a friend on the Loft who you might like to meet. It's the same people who randomly create their own expectations and then get disappointed when those aren't met. Nothing good will come out of hanging out with them. You sure are enlightened.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too.
What happened?
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times. But it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The keywords that got Adler thinking were energy life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence? We need to investigate this.
Done. I need your help. What is it? Do you know the Duke Inferno Ifrit? From the Annihilation Gang? It's best not to get involved with him. The space station is in trouble. Arlen will fill you in on the details. I want to know more about him. Understood. Wait for my contact. Be careful. If the situation changes, notify us as soon as possible. Oh, also, I need you to go and take some photos of Himiko for me. I won't tell you why.
Welcome to Hermit Space Station.
So we have the list of clues. And hello, Wen Sherling. Oh, you okay?
Jerk! 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 Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again!
No way. Oh, yeah. No, anyway. What got you so upset?
Oh, it's you. It's Adler. Adler disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
We'll get him back.
Who said I want him back? But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him.
Is the booklet entitled How to Teleport Yourself to an Adjacent Dimension?
I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
Text message. Yo, you got something? Yes, but it's not what you expected. Go on. These victims and their interpersonal relationships don't seem to have any overlaps, but they've all posted pretty extreme comments against the management on the dark web and have a large number of supporters. What? I know this result will bring a lot of things to mind, but regrettably, it's the truth. ... Thanks.
Your countenance suggests tragedy.
It's Asta. She's been killing people.
Disappeared. We're at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information. It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
Oh, hello, Dan. I think we only scratched the surface of this Ifrit. What happened? The fire demons of Fetora are ferocious and cruel by nature, but Ifrit easily rose to the position of clan leader. And even among the fire demons, his flame belongs to a special category. Woodim. What do you mean? In many vicious incidents instigated by the Everflame Mansion, I found similar eyewitness reports claiming that miscreants materialized from the Inferno. I suspect that Ifrit's flame may have something... have inherited some ability other than burning, and it's related to its origin. I have heard of a flame with similar properties that was difficult to capture because it kept shifting between phases. Yeah, not phrases, phases. There is not much information about it, but only one line that catches the eye. Burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind. Ifrit is perhaps one of its descendants. Shifting between phases. That's all I have. The limited number of related records is limited. I am not sure if that was helpful for you. It's enough, thanks. That's good. Aha, we have 3 more clues. Phrase, no, phase. Okay. So we need to go back to the thing, but first, very important, we have to pay back Pamela.
There's still some time before the jump. I should talk to everyone.
Come here, Himiko. Wait up, why is... I was facing this direction. What do you mean? There we go. Hello, Himiko. Just pretend I'm not here, and there we go. Hopefully that's good enough. Glad I unlocked that, and hello, you.
Night falls.
And then...
Reach the end of
there you go.
Own way.
Just a few extra jades.
You're back. I've been
am.
monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
So, you've been killing people.
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore.
And here we go again.
Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. First, the next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion.
The link between the 3 is...
First, Adler's disappearance. The next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be.
Well, we have... Okay, so we don't have the thing. So, okay, the evidence...
Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
He had a booklet.
I understand.
Tenuous connection. First, Adler's disappearance. The next angle is last. Is the abilities of Duke Inferno and... During prior unrest, instigated by the Everflame Mansion, the flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion. Look, the answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind.
You see, this is where I would add, you know, the thing about the phrase. Anyway.
Kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it.
So we've done that. Done that.
I understand.
No. See, it's just... Yeah, there's nothing... Yeah, this is annoying me now.
Truth Adler discovered.
Nope.
When Sherling said...
Oh, yes it is, okay.
I believe this word was actually phase. He saw Member 29 Sir Call's research topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed. That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion. The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved.
Yeah, so again, not a big fan of that game mode. So it doesn't. There's just no clear indication of
Now clear.
what when it works. So a good puzzle, right? So a good example I always use is cryptic crosswords because I do them occasionally, and it's sort of an English-style cryptic crossword. The clues are constructed so they're in two parts, and one part is the actual word, you know, definition of the word that you are looking for, and the second part is kind of some wordplay or a way of getting to that answer in a different way. So the clue may sort of describe a thing, and then the clue would also contain an anagram of the word you're looking for. And so when you solve it, it feels satisfying because it's like, aha, this is the right solution. And I can go back through logically how the puzzle was constructed and understand not only why it's the solution, but why it's the only possible solution to this clue. And a good crossword clue really bugs you until you get it, and then when you get it, it's like, of course, that has to be the answer. And a puzzle like the one we've just done doesn't have that satisfaction, because it's just like, you know, well, this thing could have slotted in here, or this other thing could have slotted in here. It really just kind of feels arbitrary and therefore unsatisfying. And so anyway, let's continue.
And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities. I need say no more.
Say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
Oops. New text. The missing researchers are all opinion leaders on the space station's dark web. Holy moly, you know stuff that even the security department isn't aware of. I got the file from next door. It sounds far-fetched, but on the chance that it's true, I smell conspiracy. They staged the whole missing thing to get rid of dissenters. That's such a brilliant plot. Justice may come late, but it will be served. The management must step down. The management must step down. If that's really the case, doesn't it mean this chat group is in grave danger?
This...
No, it isn't enough.
It's never enough.
Indeed. It needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
What do we do now?
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Mr. Trailblazer and contain the fire.
You take control, Scroolum. Hello?
Fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it.
Okay, so we've got the old Dr. Ratio on our team. Did I build Dr. Ratio? I'm sure I have him. Or do I not have him on this account? Looks like I don't. I must have made this account too late to get a free ratio. That's wild. I did not know such a thing was possible, but okay, I must have not got free ratio on this account. I started too late, I didn't get him. Which would make sense, because otherwise I'd have used him early on to clear content, and I didn't. So anyway, we have ratio on the team. So let's make sure that we have a
focus on what
healer.
I'll hold off their attacks.
And okay, let's recommended type green, yellow, and okay. Anyway, let's just keep this line up, and we'll just brute force it with Evernight, as is pretty easy to do because she's OP. Oh.
The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire.
Dash into the fire. Okay, let's touch the firewall. The spatial coordinates have
Still on the
shifted.
space station. Like Skrullum said, it cannot escape from here. Do you know
So we
what
must
to
chase
do with
it.
cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
Okay, so we need to, I guess, follow the exact, like, thing telling us exactly where to go, because it would be too difficult otherwise. I guess another thing, this goes back to my, how do you make this a satisfying puzzle? You don't? Okay, well, just give people a line to follow. Hello.
Is dying. This place is strange.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
Alright, then let's follow it. Oh. We can't go that way. I guess, do we have to kill this thing first? Nope, we didn't have to kill them. Can we go through here? Nope. So I guess we have to go all the way around? Is there an escape route? Aha, so we had to go... So the direction-y things were lying to us. I will run past these dorks. They don't seem to be aggroing, which is nice. Oh, there you are, mate. Human.
Why? This has nothing to do with you.
You're the one who's been kidnapping my friends.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
Let's go. There's a door there. Okay. So where do I go now? I guess we go out here and through a different door? Yeah, okay, so there's... Wait up, there's a door at the top. I am so directionally challenged right now. Okay, so we go through this door. We run past this guy who is aggroing, but not for long. Touch the firewall. Oh, why are you phased into a tray like that? That seems really uncomfortable, like you've been cut in half. Okay, anyway, so we go through this way. That's not a breakable. Oh well. Okay, so if I run through here, that takes me up here. So this one just takes me back to there. So if I can't do that, so this means I need to go through here. Which means I need to go through... Can I go through here? Yes, oh no, that takes me back here. Okay, now I'm lost. So that takes me back here. So this one takes me here. And so this one... Oh, there you are. You were just around the corner anyway. I just completely missed you.
Is your goal?
We seek the Holy Grail.
Seems like this...
Beep boop. Door open. Hello. That was a narrow miss. Ah, so it's through this door. And down here. Hello.
It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now, but next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
I have some bad news for you involving an emanator. Just gonna let you know in advance, some bad things are about to happen to you.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No. Hold on. Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not.
Just close your eyes.
Shall we?
Good night.
So this is the extent of Miss Green's materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong. The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
Just gotta let Ratio can deal the final blow.
Answer me. Immortality.
Ooh, it's run away again.
Good work. You did very well.
How's Asta?
Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound.
How did you find them?
It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine.
Is it over?
Yes, it is over.
Why do I feel like you didn't do much?
This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, sir. But there is one mystery that remains unsolved. And that is something I must deal with myself.
Have you heard? Lead researcher Asta was attacked too. That Duke Inferno. Devious, conniving. Psyops on the masses have always been the most terrifying kind of attack. Indeed, it seems the Annihilation Gang isn't just about mindless violence, as the rumors suggest. But if lead researcher wasn't rescued in the end, we'd all be in deep, deep trouble. Not necessarily. Maybe she's the one who orchestrated it all. Masterminding this elaborate ruse by deliberately harming herself to earn some sympathy points. That line of thought does have some merit. Enough already, this is ridiculous. Is that really worth it? All the hassle just to palliate a few keyboard warriors? True dat. Speaking of which, where's that very first rebel rouser, Rich Know It? Alright, he was real righteous sounding when he invited me into the group. Let me see. The guy left the group without making any noise.
I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi. Logic? A third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
Because you feature pretty heavily in Penacony and they needed to set up your character.
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up.
Ratio has a big chip on his shoulder about the geniuses.
I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
it is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Horatio can visit me on the Express. And I have a Chivo. And I'm back in this weird room with the judgment panel and... it's a light. I thought it was a microphone. But no, it's just a light illuminating those little documents. Well, not really, because there's no actual light source in the game. Actually, there might be. You never know. Anyway, with that taken care of, that brings us quite thoroughly to the end of version 1 of Honkai Star Rail. After all these episodes, we have now reached the end of Honkai Star Rail version 1. Although, to be fair, it's a reasonably long version. I mean, we had the entire planet of Eurolo 6, we had the entire Xianzhou, we had a whole bunch of little, filler things afterwards. But that has brought us right to the end of this quote-unquote season of replaying Honkai Star Rail. And with our next episode, we will embark in the grand and, as I remember, really quite good story of Penacony. So thank you for traveling with me thus far, and I will see you again for the sweet dream.